Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel for your new moon tarot readings for the period of December 18th through to January 16th. That's the new moon in Sagittarius. Thank you so much to everyone who has liked and shared the videos. I appreciate you tremendously. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. For my regular viewers as well as new subscribers, thank you so much. If you're new to the Sun Woman community, welcome. I want to remind you to please like my Facebook page. I will be posting readings covering the first 6 months of 2018 on my Facebook page, so I want you to be able to get notifications when those posts go up. I'll be doing that before the end of the year. So if you hadn't had a chance, please go ahead and like my Facebook page as well. Alright, so this reading again is for my Leo's Sun, Moon, and Rising. And the Sagittarius new moon is actually going to be very compatible with you as a fellow fire sign. It is a is an indicator that a lot of you are going to be seeking more freedom when it comes to relationships. This new moon is going to be falling in your 5th house. So the 5th house is romance, it's love, it's dating, socializing, social relationships, one-on-one relationships that have been together for a while. Those fall in the 7th house. But the 5th house is more of casual or relationships that have not necessarily moved to that level of commitment. So I feel that during the next 30 days, many of you are going to be, as I said, reevaluating either the connections that you have right now to see who could be a viable long-term partner for you. Who you really want to live this life, with, and who you want to travel on this adventure that we call life with. If who that you have met or that you are connected to could potentially be a long-term life partner for you. And if you are not feeling that those prospects are if you're not seeing prospects that you feel can last for the long haul, I think that some of you are going to be moving on from connections, that really don't have the depth to them that you may be looking for. Okay? The 8 of Cups is here at the base of the reading, and so again, it talks about having a desire to move on, to find fulfillment in something that is better or bigger or more expansive or provides more opportunity than what you are currently experiencing. Okay, it also talks about spiritual growth and emotional growth, and with Sagittarius is the philosopher of the zodiac. So some of you may be looking for someone who has a soulmate connection with you, especially on a philosophical level. Okay, someone that vibes with you and is on the same level as you, in your thought processes, your values. So again, I feel that you're going to be doing a lot of evaluation, looking to see what is worth holding on to, who is worth holding on to. There also can be, for some of you, developments. If you have children, developments where children are concerned. I think a lot of you are going to be thinking about the future, your children's future, and how to, what needs to be done to stabilize their lives, to stabilize their future, make sure that it is a good one. So you're looking beyond the immediate. Even if you have small children, I think that you're looking, far into the future about how to make sure that you can provide for them, you know, when they start school, or when they, you know, go to, you know, trying to put them in the best schools, or gear their lives and opportunities and influences around them toward helping to build a positive and prosperous future for your children. Okay, so again, those, for those of you that resonates with. Now, when it comes back to emotional or romantic connections, you know, some of you may have been experiencing a situation where, as much energy as you have put into it, you're not getting that reciprocal commitment, or you're not getting the same, you know, you're getting a lack of balance in the give and take in some of your relationships. Okay, I think that some of you are meeting people who are very, you know, magnetic, very, you know, who have a lot of charisma, but when you start to get to know them and you start to look deeply into who the person is, you're not finding those things that really resonate with you on a deep level. Okay, this may be something that is starting to grow and rise up in you as this new moon cycle moves on. So say within the first 2 weeks, some of you may have a water sign in your life, so it could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, who may, and this could be male or female, all right, who may not prove to be the person that you thought he or she was. Okay, so, you know, they come in, and interesting how the cards are telling the story here. You know, the person comes in offering a lot of different things, okay, and with the Magician here, there's a cup, there are other things on the table there. So the person is coming in with offerings, with attractive features, with attractive personality traits. And then, you know, and everything looks great and everything looks interesting and grabs your attention. And then as a little bit of time moves on, you start to look deeply into those things that the person is offering you. You know, like this person here is looking into the 5 cups that are on the ground. And as you're looking deeper into this person, getting to know them, you know, you're not seeing in these cups those things that really could hold your attention, or hold on to your heart, or hold on to your emotions and keep you interested and keep you connected to this person. You know, he or she may be a wonderful human being. They may not be a negative person. They may not have any bad intentions, but you know, something about them is, you know, could be like a turnoff. And what I think the basis of it is that some of you may be meeting people who, when you initially meet them, they come off as very confident, but as you get to know them, there is a kind of a neediness that is based on lack of confidence that you really are not seeing until you start spending more time with this person. So it may be that situation, and you may decide that it's better to, you know, either be friends or to kind of cool things off with this person, because you may feel as though, you know, the person is very clingy or very insecure. Maybe they start proving themselves as being jealous, or maybe even there's some kind of emotional imbalance there that the person is dealing with, that could, you know, really throw a monkey wrench into the relationship that you're not expecting and that you're not really prepared for. Another thing is that some of you, you know, with all of these cups here, some of you may be meeting someone who may have some kind of addictions. Could be alcohol, could be other things, all right? They could be a person who is addictive to relationships, okay, who could have a very, you know, there's toxicity there when you start to get to know that person. So whatever the case is, you want to keep your eyes open, and you want to be very aware, and you want to do your due diligence as you're meeting people, okay? Here's the Seven of Pentacles, which is really someone who is very carefully, you know, observing what they see around them, what's on offer here. And I'm just looking here. Again, interesting, because this little cherubim is carrying an armful of grapes, and it actually looks like it's, if you look closely, it looks like it's drunk. You know, it looks like its eyes closed, looks like it's going to fall over. So again, you know, there may be an illusion, this may be alluding to, as what I just said, about someone having some kind of issues with alcohol or some other substances that has them off balance, where they overindulge. Eight of Cups, you know, talks about that as well. What may happen is that as you are trying to disconnect yourself, or maybe you make a decision to pull back from this relationship or this friendship or connection, whatever it is, you may find that the person gives you a little bit of a hard time, you know, like, okay, well, things were going really well with us, you know, why all of a sudden have you changed your mind about me? Or why all of a sudden are you ghosting me? Why haven't you called? Why are you not, you know, things, we were connected and now we're not, I'm not hearing from you. So make sure that if you're in this energy, if this is something that is happening, make sure that you are upfront with the person that you're dealing with, and as you're being upfront, make sure you're being tactful, okay? Don't be hurtful, don't be critical. Try to let someone down easy if this is, you know, how you're feeling, if you're just not feeling that person, just not feeling that connection, because you don't want to have someone around you that's harboring negative emotions or negative feelings towards you, and you don't really want to get into any conflicts. You know, look at the Two of Swords here, which is, you know, arguments, fights, or you know, some kind of conflict here. Two people kind of duking it out there. So you want to avoid that energy as you are making this, you know, your decision, if this again resonates with you. And then the Five of Pentacles is here reversed, and so I don't feel like you will have any, you know, don't feel as though, okay, if I, you know, let this person go or stop seeing this person, it's going to be hard for me to meet someone else. That is not going to be the case at all, I can tell you. Because the Five of Pentacles here reverse talks about coming out of a period of isolation, or a period of, you know, detachment, or, you know, feeling left out in the cold. Some people say that that's what the Five of Pentacles means, right side up. I just feel as though you should be looking at the glass half full and not half empty, that any connections that don't pan out, you know, believe that those are things that happen for a reason, and that it was best to maybe allow that situation to fall by the wayside now before getting too deeply into the relationship, you know, and have more difficulties later on. If this is a situation that ends for you, again, don't be afraid that you're going to be alone, and don't be afraid of being alone, because I don't feel like it is going to be a long-term situation. Get yourself back out there. You know, don't isolate yourself from people. Don't isolate yourself from your friends or loved ones or people that, you know, you are connected to. You know, it really is kind of a dust yourself off and start again, a type of energy here. Okay. Let me see what else we have here. With that Queen of Cups reversed, you know, you could be getting messages, could be voicemails being left or text messages that this person could be sending to you, trying to figure out where you are and where you went. So as I said, try and be tactful. Let somebody down in a classy way, in order to, be able to move on. Don't allow, however, don't be self-sacrificial in the way that you continue something or keep something going just to save someone else's feelings. That's not fair to you either. It's better to be truthful and move on, and maybe, a few moments of discomfort, are much better than long-term, long-term issues that you might have experienced with this person. So, definitely if you go through this situation, think about the long term, and think about, making sure that whoever it is that you end up with, or that you're dating, or that you go into a long-term relationship with, that it is someone who, who resonates with you, with the deepest parts of you, who you have a connection with emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. Not just a pretty face, not just an attractive, outside, which this person we're talking about could have, but that person is deeper, that there is more depth there, and that person is leading a healthy life, so that when they come into your life, you're leading a healthy life together. You don't have any issues. That person doesn't have, we all have baggage. We all have things going on in our lives. But as far as we're talking about healthy versus unhealthy, and you want to make sure that relationships you're getting into are as healthy as possible. Okay? All right, so Leo, that is your reading for this new moon cycle. Thank you again for hanging out with me for a little bit. If you would like a personal reading, please contact me at my website. I'd be happy to do any number of readings for you that are there on offer to you. I wish you love, peace, and joy in the new year. Happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas for those who are celebrating. Happy New Year to everyone. And until we meet again, I bid you namaste.